lovely Aquarius. What? Oh, hello, that's one for you. What do we need to know for you? I was going to say. Woo! Okay. One overall energy card has just dropped out. Let's see if we can. That's another one. Oh my God, that's very nice indeed. Right, Aquarius. Overall energy cards. 10 of Cups. Straight off the bat. Don't mind if we do. Would never kick it out of bed for eating crisps. Welcome in 10 of Cups. This is a card about connection, and it's a card about reaching a sense of completion when it comes to relationships, when it comes to friendships, when it comes to family, feeling connected in the world. It's like a warm hug, you know, a cup of cocoa by a roaring fire, a beating heart, glitter and unicorns, rainbows and the whole bit thrown in. All right? We love this card. It's just one of the nicest feel-good cards of the whole deck. So that's your overall energy. Yeehaw. Then we have the 8 of Wands, which is the energy of something moving forward. Momentum. It can be a conversation, so it can be communication, and we'll have a look and see. A feeling of excitement. Something moving forward, rushing towards something. It's, I think it's Mercury and Sagittarius, that card. So it has a feeling of wandy kind of excitement. So if you've been, and I get the feeling from the last almost 6 months of readings that I've been doing for you, lovely Aquarius, that you have been kind of stuck, but also kind of clunking around various obstacles, trying to make this work, trying to make that work, trying this, pulling that lever. And I'm getting channeled you in a strange sort of steampunk machine. It would be steampunk for Aquarians. But like yanking this one, pulling that one, you know, swiveling that one, and nothing is working. Okay, so this is where you can actually see, ta-da, there's light at the end of this tunnel. Suddenly someone goes, do you know what? You didn't flick this switch. Ping. Don't know what machines, I was going to go fuh, but machines don't go fuh. Swing, or whatever machines do where they start working. You know, cogs start spinning, levers start turning, we're away. Very nice. Okay, let's get a few more cards to get the shape of this. There it is, 10 of Wands. Now, those of you that watch my dailies and do hit the subscribe button if you want my dailies, these 10s often come in together. So we've got 10 of Cups with the 10 of Wands, and in between the 8 of Wands, which is a feeling of breaking out. It's like being in a breakout room. You're getting out. Here's the door. There's a lot of noises with machines for you today. I don't know why. Boof. But something pushed you to this point. Something weighed heavily. And maybe for about 6 months, you know, and it could have been like a real thing on your shoulders. Oh my God, I got to get out of this. But it could also have been one of those, a little bit of every day that you're sort of, it's kind of a cumulative pressure about something. Some of you reached that stage where it's too painful to stay the same, or it's just too annoying. And you think, and Aquarius will do this, you'll put up with something for a while, whether this is to do with a work situation, whether this is to do with a friend or a romantic relationship, you will kind of stick in there, and then there comes a point, and I think you're going to reach that breaking point, but I think it's an absolute invitation to success that you do that. Okay. Five of Swords. That is another card that is like a game of chess. It feels like this situation where there's been some passive aggressive energy, where there's been underlying murmurs of something, and maybe even some competition between you and somebody else, and you haven't been able to unlock whatever it was that you needed to unlock. And it feels like love and connection and communication with the 8 of Wands is what you needed to unlock. But instead you've got this 5 of Swords, Venus in Aquarius, which is where your emotions are quite cut off, but everybody's having a little dig, game of chess. I move this, checkmate. But it maybe takes hours for you to realise that someone's been, I don't really play chess, pursuing you around the board, knowing that they were going to checkmate you 2 hours ago. Okay? So it's a stalemate. Is it called a stalemate? Yeah, when you reach a face-off with somebody and you're just, I can't keep doing this. It's a break for freedom. Yes! Then we get the Magician. Now, whenever I get Aquarius and I get the Magician, for me, although the Star is your card and nobody wants to take that away from you because it's a bit of a score getting that card, I think of the Magician as Aquarius as well. So this is my kind of adopted Aquarius card. The Magician here is making something happen. You can make something happen out of this. You can convert this energy of stalemate and nothing's working and this is seized into, wow, okay, now we're actually cooking on gas. Now we're working. Now things are going. I like this for you. What do we need to know, please, about the Magician? Oh, hello, hello. We've got one on the floor. Just a minute. Nearly knocked the table over in all my excitement. Oh, yes. Another major. We got Strength. This is your, I call this the Lion Whisperer card, because in Strength, nobody's ever just overpowering the lion. There's this kind of dance that's going on between the lion with all of its power and strength. And after all, it could scoff that woman probably if it wanted to. You know, it could. But she's the Lion Whisperer. This is about what the Oracle at Delphi says, which is know thyself. It looks like something is coming out, okay? It's quite similar to Gemini. Gemini got a reading where something was a bit more kind of sinister in the Gemini reading. This is more, you kind of know something about this energy and you don't know something about this energy, but it feels a bit more benign. It feels a bit more like a blossoming, like a flowering of something that you were secretly kind of hoping for all along. I'm going to take one more card, then I'm going to show you the cards on the other camera. And there will be an extended reading as there is every month. The extended reading, I do an extended love reading and we take whatever came up in this reading and we go nuts doing channeling, getting out all the weird and different decks and just seeing what is behind the scenes. How do they feel about you? What do we know? What's the shadow side? If you want that further reading, it's the first link in the description box. Okay. By gum, that's not a bad card to get. We get the Emperor as well, next to Strength and the Magician. Okay. Show you the cards. These look good to me. I'm liking a lot of yang energy. I'm liking a build-up as well. We start with the overall energy card of the Ten of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands, which is a card of lighting a fire, making something happen, running towards momentum, communication, saying something, changing something. And then the Ten of Wands, which is this kind of sag, you know, where it sags and we feel like it was really testing the fabric of something and we couldn't keep going with it. Okay, it's a card of change, the Ten of Wands, particularly good if you get it with the Ten of Cups. Sometimes, and it can be quite challenging, we get it with the Ten of Swords. And then it's like, whew, we're going to have a little bit of catharsis. But you don't. You get it with the Ten of Cups that brightens it, that makes it look like blooming, like fire, like that gorgeous orange flare that you get when you light a candle. Okay? A light is going on. I'm getting channeled that you find the switch. You find the master switch. The Five of Swords is the stalemate. The Magician is your way out of it. It could be manifestation, but it's certainly believing that it comes from you, that you have the power to change your destiny. And every Aquarius needs to be reminded of that now and again. Then we have this Strength card, knowing yourself, knowing the other person, knowing the situation. And the Emperor, somebody is ready to strike. Somebody is ready to come forward. And I also get kind of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Or when you are ready, they will appear. Whether this is for you to do with work or something you're studying, or whether this is your relationships. When you power up, they come to join you at number 10. Okay? Oh, Lordy. Oh, look at that. Oh, wrong camera. Got too excited. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups is in the house and it's slipping in beside the 10 of Cups. I like the look of this for you. This has been a long time coming, okay? It's very positive energy, but just here in this little patch, we can see that you've been sort of putting in some effort, putting a brick in, taking a brick out of the wall, putting a brick into the wall, building something, carrying a massive load of something here where it's been good to accumulate it, but you can't carry it forever. For some of you, if this is to do with a relationship, whether that's a relationship at work with your friend or a romantic relationship, the power pole, you know how, and I don't understand this either because it's channeling, you know how there's a magnetic sort of force with the North Pole and the South Pole? I'm feeling like there are poles within a relationship for you, within a power base of a relationship. And the poles are changing so that, and this is what you've always wanted, you're releasing a load of energy here from yourself. You're finding out, and have been for the past 6 months, who you are, what your limits are, where you're coming from and what you're about. There's a chance to communicate this as well, to create harmony, which I really, really like for you. And this Emperor card, this is divine masculine energy. This is the energy of somebody coming up with something, coming forward with something, offering something, and then straight away we're into the 2 of Cups. Partnership, equality. I have a cup, I want to give it to you. You have a cup, you want to give it to me. This feels, it just feels nice. It feels romantic and it feels lovely. And it feels like any frustrations you might have had being locked in that room where it felt like you couldn't get anywhere, and that whole, you know, before somebody found the main power switch. And the main power switch is you. Discovering that you are the magician. Aquarius for me has this very, very unique relationship with this card where you can co-create. And it's really important that you get an understanding of that and an understanding of your own, at the kind of pinnacle of who you are and the basement of who you are. Because we need to know both, the light and shade, the light and the dark. Okay? Let's have a little look here at this 2 of Cups. Hey up. I'm aware that I'm sounding a little bit like a sort of hospital DJ. Let's look at the 2 of Cups. Come on. Sorry about that. I'll try not to. Oh my God. Yeehaw, zippity-doo-dah, woof, a meow, and perhaps a neigh. Because we get the Knight of Cups. Nice. Sometimes it's just nice cards. You know, for some reason my brain wants to make it more complicated, but this bit here, this is not more complicated. I'm going to stop doing that because this is just nice. 2 of Cups, love offer coming in, partnership offer coming in, making, it can be a work partnership, it can be finding harmony with somebody, but this looks very romantic. The 10 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups comes in and offers, but it's backed up by the Emperor, which I'm liking very much. I'm wondering where the Empress is. Could come up in the extended, could come up today, but it just feels like, I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I am. Knight of Cups is someone coming forward to you, which, you know, that's nice. For some of you, you've been waiting for that. We get the Hierophant, nice card to get. This is knowledge, knowing yourself, knowing others, knowing where the spiritual truth of something is. And also you might have been adding to your knowledge by learning some spells or some kind of daily ritual or practice or doing some tarot or whatever it is. Remember, you are the magician. Okay? I like this. This is inspiration. It could be a book. It can be anything, like a YouTube video, someone you see. Two of Pentacles as well, Jupiter in Capricorn. Juggling ideas, thinking outside the box, being willing to think with freedom. Now, as an Aquarius, you are in your freaking element when you're thinking with freedom. And actually when you're feeling with freedom as well. Aquarius answers to nobody really. And you know that, and I know that you know that, and you know that I know that you know that I know that, okay? And all of those knowings of that. You are the Lone Ranger, really. Even when you're in a relationship, married for 1,000,000 years, you are still a lone wolf when you're an Aquarius, okay? Celebrate that. Think outside the box. It's a great time for creativity. It's a great time for launching an idea. It's a great time for making a pitch. Oof, oof, hang on. Can't have all of those, but I'll have that one. Ho ho! Will I now? Right, this is very well hidden. 7 of Swords. I'm very, very interested now to know. Hang on. Because it fell on the floor, but only one of them was turned over. So I took that one, and it's the 7 of Swords. But that is such... I'm only going to shuffle out of the ones that fell on the floor now, okay? I know. What do we need to know, please, about this 7 of Swords? What do we need to know, please, about the 7 of Swords? The 4 of Cups. And the 9 of Wands. Seven of Swords is sometimes a card of trespass. I don't really get that. I'm not getting any trespassy vibes. Sometimes the 7 of Swords is also a card that you need to operate under the radar yourself. 4 of Cups is a card of keeping things emotionally tight, emotionally neutral, not making a move. And the 9 of Wands is about keeping to a boundary. Okay. I'm going to look at the bottom card. I love the bottom card. 6 of Wands. Okay, this is your strategy for victory. Literally. The 7 of Swords is your strategy for victory. And it's not often talked about this way, and it's very important that it is. It may be that you've been on the receiving end of a lot of passive something, and that you can feel the poles switch because you became intolerant of it, which I like. You're releasing a lot of energy. You are getting more attraction, okay? People are attracted to it. People are attracted to this energy. You're celebrating freedom. And it feels like you don't reveal your sources. You don't speak too freely. You don't pursue. Instead, you stay back. 4 of Cups. 9 of Wands, you stay boundaried. You stay as you were before this broke into something that you wanted it to be. You maintain a certain discipline, which is that Strength card as well, because you don't want this to be a temporary thing. You want this to last. 6 of Wands, victory, okay? So you keep your powder dry. while at the same time knowing that the tide is turning, that the power is falling to you. I love this. In the extended reading, I'm going to do the extended love reading. We will look, of course, at the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, but also more at the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords. How do they feel about you? But how can you also win in this situation and get the best outcome? We'll have a little look at the shadow side as well. The love card that I get for you is life purpose. This is really important. It's not just about the other person. It's very much about your magnetic pull on the world in general. Okay? And I love that for you. And you're going to be feeling that in the heart chakra, but also just in your whole kind of, I don't know if it's an aura or whatever it is, in your spiritual water, okay? You're going to be feeling that power, and it's going to change things, and I like it. Power is in your hands, Aquarius. I'm going to go do the extended where we're going to have a look at all this love stuff. It's the first link in the description box. Leave me a comment and I'll see you on the other side. Congrats and namaste.